Hi everyone, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 30th of December. On the 30th of December, there's a first quarter moon. This happens at 1:21 a.m. So you may focus more on overcoming obstacles and increasing your career, relationships, or personal development commitments. You may make your mind up to succeed at your goals, feel more braver and have more willpower. There can also be an increase in creative, artistic expression. Negatively, you can become more impulsive in words and actions. Conflict can also occur between what you want to do and what you need to do. People can be more temperamental than usual. The transit of the sun's quinquatus Mars can also add to this sort of impulsiveness, and it can be quite dangerous actually, because it can be aggression, which can cause disharmony in personal and professional relationships. People can use bullying tactics, and enemies can wait to strike and scarper your goals, hinder your goals, stop your flow, stop your roll. Haters gonna hate and all of that. There's also risk of physical harm or injury, so just be careful with all that you do. Look after yourself. And also today I told you Mercury was in Capricorn for a certain time. Anyway, so Mercury enters Sagittarius, and as Mercury journeys through Sagittarius, we may experience a renewed spirit of exploration and learning. Our perspective can broaden and our outlook can grow increasingly optimistic. You can be more open to exploring new cultures. We can become more faith-filled as we strive to uncover higher ideals and ways of life. We are more prone to want to trust ourselves and convince others to do what we want, so watch out for that. Thoughts of what is right and wrong can dominate our words and actions. People can think their way is the only way, but trying to force our beliefs and others can cause conflict. So, pick your battles wisely and remember to live and let live. So as we progress through this innovative period that is Mercury in Sagittarius, we can be more drawn to it, exploring, pondering, and thinking about fresh ideas. Abstract concepts can spark our imagination. Although you may try to grasp the bigger picture, you may ignore the smaller details, and you got to remember that we can think of all these grand spiritual concepts like I want to reach the higher power, and I want to meditate and be at one and healed and be happy all the time. But to do that, you have to work through your psychological trauma and any psychological trauma and emotional trauma you may have as well. So there's always darkness even in finding the light. So example as well, some people might read a few lines from a book and now believe they're experts, but despite the occasional bouts of egotism that can happen when Mercury's in Sagittarius, people can also be forgetful and can also lack consistency. But people are generally honest and direct at this time, or more honest and more direct than normal. Still, you must remember other people's feelings, not be too selfish and not intentionally set out to hurt them, and be careful you don't do it indirectly. People can be more generous with their time, energy and other resources, maintaining a friendly yet professional atmosphere with all day sort of like people they meet in passing. You can definitely count on this transit to bring a good laugh, even if it's only at yourself. People can offer powerful solutions to problems or be the life and soul of the party. Additionally, today the Sun makes a quinquatus to transiting Mars, so be on the lookout for some extremely passive-aggressive behaviour. And also, because of this passive aggressiveness and people just being a bit snappy and bitchy and stuff, fights may break out due to indifferences in opinions, and the risk of minor accidents can also be quite high. So watch your back around these powerful foes, enemies, and because some of them can just be itching to start something, but in general, things can just get a little dicey, nippy, backstabbery, so keep your wits around you. around or about you. And stay safe. Yeah, stay safe. That's the one. Okay, and also on the 30th, the Sun makes a quincunx to Mars, so it brings frustration and feeling like nothing is going to go right. There can be problems with accepting authority. Some may abuse their power, overworking, neglecting to pay attention to details, or not having enough time to get to the root of issues. Fatigue or any general tardiness can make you cause mistakes. Be careful when operating machinery and following all safety guidelines. Trouble can break out in work and social or intimate relationships. Mercury being in Sagittarius, this is amplified because trouble can break out because people feel irritable or aggressive. It's best to think before you act to avoid damaging repercussions, wastes of energy and other resources. Be careful when taking risks, especially with money. There may be blocks to intellectual and creative expression. Accepting and understanding children can happen this time, or you're owning the child and it needs to be more playful, have some more fun and to be a bit more light-hearted or have more adventure or anything else it may be craving. Some children may act out, causing issues with your routine. You and others, and festive children at home mostly, so yeah, you and others can become jealous over each other's possessions, relationships, career or anything else. There can also be problems with receiving and giving sexual pleasure right now, so be careful in hookups and all other romantic situations. Be assertive, do not let others walk over you, but also try and remain calm. That's not too much to ask, is it? So yeah, anyway, and that's the daily scopes for the 30th of December.